Hey guys, JawsTheSharkReviews here, and today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Voyager class Heatwave. So here he is in his fire truck alt mode, and yeah, now before we take a look at Heatwave himself, let's get a look at his packaging. So here it is, and yeah, let me just adjust this a little. So yeah, as you can see, you got artwork right here of Heatwave, and in his robot mode and his alt mode. 29 steps to convert. You get the logo right there. On this side, you get more close-up shot here of that same art we saw of Heatwave in robot mode. And on the side, you just get this generic little thing, little artwork thing that we've seen on pretty much every other Age of the Primes figure. Voyager class, here's the top, the bottom, and here's the back. It's pretty plain. It says Rescue Bot Heatwave because he's from the Rescue Bots TV show. And you get some renders right here, 29 steps, and here's the bottom part of this. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. So let's bring Heatwave right back into frame. And yeah, so this is the second, technically third, Rescue Bots character that Hasbro's done in the Generations line. The first technically was, I think it was Medics, and I believe he was like a Walgreens exclusive or something. It was basically just, I think that was in Legacy Evolution. They just did some sort of retool of skids from Legacy, and so yeah. And then that was kind of sort of like the first Generations Rescue Bots character to be done, but again, that was an exclusive. It was kind of like Max wasn't one of the main characters. But last year, at the beginning of last year, when Legacy United debuted, one of the first characters they dabbled on was Chase, the police bot, from Awesome Rescue Bots. So we had him, and now we were just left with the other three main four, which was of course Heatwave. I forgot the names of the other ones. I think one was Blades. I think that was the helicopter one, and then there's the construction vehicle one. I think his was like Boulder or something. I forgot. It's been a really long time since I've seen Rescue Bots, so I can't quite remember. But hey, whenever hopefully they get to those characters, maybe then I'll have it down. But Chase and Heatwave are like the only two I knew for sure the names of, even before I got these figures. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, now we got one for the adult collectors, which is nice. So now we can finally not have to go around just like, oh man, I want a Heatwave figure, but it's just in the preschool department, and it's limited articulation. No, now we got stuff for us, so that's pretty cool. So anyways, yeah, here is Heatwave right up close here in his fire engine mode. And if you couldn't already tell, he is a partial retool of the Legacy bulkhead from Transformers Prime. And honestly, I gotta say it right here. I'll just say it right here, right now. I think this mold was definitely better fit for Heatwave than was Bulkhead, because especially if you look at the robot modes, it's clear who fits it better. I don't think they were thinking of Heatwave when they were making that Bulkhead. I'm not saying anything like that, but I think they honestly found a winner right here, because this just looks much better on Heatwave. As you can see, you got the ladder right here, as any fire truck should have. Here's the bottom. No painted wheels or anything. It was the same on Bulkhead. But yeah, still pretty cool. You can roll, of course. Maybe not on this surface as well, but you can. And yeah, now for accessories, he comes with an axe. Firefighters are known for using axes, if there's like a fire and they need to like burst right in. just use it to chop down a door or wall to rescue whoever is trapped inside. So yeah, you can store that right down here. There's like these like little slot areas, and then there's like a peg right here, so you can put it on either side. I'll just put this right here since it's closer to where I am. There you go. And it comes with one more gun. Oh, but I spoiled it. One more accessory, but yeah, it is a gun. And here it is right here. I'm guessing it shoots at water because, again, fire engine. And yeah, so you could store this on the side right here, or you could also put it right here, or also here. I think you might be able to put it right here too. No, it's too loose. It's too small for it. I was gonna say that actually will look even better if it looked like that, but no. I'm trying to see if there's another way you could put it up there. I'm afraid not. So, yeah. So unfortunately, I'll just have to put this right here. I mean, I'll keep this right here, but yeah, you can plug this in right here. It's probably the most convenient spot then, even though I think personally it would have been better just to have it up here so it can kind of launch out, you know what I'm saying? But either way, still cool. But yeah, let me just go ahead and remove these accessories, and let's do some quick little size comparisons. So starting off, here he is with Chase. So we're getting the crew back together, just again in a more adult collector fashion. And last but not least, here he is with the original version of this mold, Bulkhead, the one who started it all. And I know some people didn't really like Bulkhead. I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's an okay figure. I mean, it just, for being Transformers Prime Bulkhead, or really any Bulkhead, it doesn't really do him justice. But again, I will say it's not a bad figure. I think, you know, this alt mode in particular looks pretty nice, but this right here definitely fits Heatwave much better than this did with Bulkhead, because Bulkhead, his alt mode Transformers Prime, didn't really look anything like this. You know, he didn't have these like big windows, the more kind of cubic truck look, you know. Whereas with Heatwave, that was the case, since, you know, it turns into a fire engine. A very cartoony looking fire engine, but still a fire engine. So, yeah. Now, anyways, let's get right down to the transformation, shall we? So, it's practically just about the same as it was with Bulkhead, if you remember that one. I mean, that was like 3 years ago. So, yeah. In case you need a refresher, starting off, you just want to flip up this section right here. That tab goes in that slot. Then, yes, there's parts forming, but it's just this, so you just want to lift up the ladder from right here. So what happens is that these two clips, I'm sure it'll be confusing for those just getting them out of the box, but so you just want to put these slots right here down into where those tabs are, and then once you're done with that, then you just like push the feet right against these tabs, and then they'll stand pretty securely. So we're just going to put that off to the side, and let's finish it up right here. So then just flip forward the feet. Only one of the heel spurs got out right there, so this is going to be a little harder to get out. There we go. So then, after that, just untab these little canisters from the sides, and then split apart the legs, bring them down. Then you're just going to open up these back panels right here, then flip in the canisters. Just fix the length so it's not too annoying. And yeah, just put that right down there, close that up, and do the same thing on this side. That down, turn that around, push that in, close that up, and now you got both legs done. Woohoo! Next, you're just going to bring this forward and then click that right into place. Then after that, just flip down this red piece, and then you're just going to flip up the front of the cab. Now it should get out. It's just a little stuck in there. Let's make sure I'm not gonna break anything. But it should come out. Oh, there we go. So yeah, then after that, you just want to bring down the arms, straighten them out, then split them apart, and you can see his head right here. He's like, hey guys, what's up? But yeah, split apart the shoulders, and then, oh, before you move this up, so you don't break any of the plastic, like I almost just did. Ooh, that didn't sound good. But yeah, you just want to flip up this piece right here, and then you can move this up. Yeah, just don't take too much advice from me, because otherwise this is probably gonna snap. I'm sure at some point I'm gonna break it, but oh well. So and that was one of my criticisms with Bulkhead. I really am not, like, and it still applies to Heatwave here. I'm really not a huge fan of how the arms transform, at least this part of it. I mean, the rest of it's fine, but this, no. This is just like, this is literally just a breakage waiting to happen. So yeah, not too crazy about that. So anyways, you just want to push in this red piece right here. You want to be careful. Just kind of get that in right there. And then you're just going to push up the head. And then after that, kind of want to get some clearance so the head can get through all the way up there. There you go. Then you're just going to close this up right here. That'll stay in. I don't know if it is at the moment, but oh well. Oh, there you go. Then just push in those tabs into those slots on the sides. And then finally just bring down this, or actually wait. Kind of like this. I think it does. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think like that. Excuse me. So, once you got that all done, there you guys have Heatwave in his robot mode, and I think he looks really nice. It's here too that I really think that the mold fits his character better than it does with Bulkhead, because Bulkhead, he wasn't all cubic looking in Transformers Prime. It was almost like they're trying to G1 his design a little bit, but it doesn't really affect, you know, like the Rescue Bots characters as much, since their designs, even though it was, you know, Rescue Bots was in the same continuity as Prime, it's just the designs were still more cartoonish and closer to the G1. In fact, I mean, even Prime and Bumblebee's designs even look closer to G1 than they did Prime, but they're all the same universe, so I guess we all just gotta believe it. So, but yeah, I think he looks really good here. So, yeah, no, anyways, let's get a close-up look here at the head sculpt, and yeah, I think it looks really good. You know, he's got the big underjaw right here, and which is pretty typical for Rescue Bots characters to have. That was like the signature design. He does have light piping right here too for his visor, so he can shine light into it. It's kind of it's hard for me to do, but I guess I can do that. I don't know. If you ever get a hold of this figure, just try to do it at home, but again, it's pretty hard for me to do right now. And yeah, you got silver here for the shins, and also here for the forearms. Now, I think, do I have an error with my copy? Because this is all painted silver, while on this, it's only the bottom and the top, so... Did I get a bad copy? I just realized that now. Uh-oh. Hopefully, I walk into, like, Walmart or something, and just hopefully every copy looks like this, because I'm afraid now. I might have just got myself a bad copy right here, but yeah, it doesn't bother me though. Either way, but just please, come on, please have it like this so I don't feel guilty. Because I threw away the receipt, so now it's too late for me to take this thing back. So that's alright. If I ever feel like it, I can always just, you know, use a paint Sharpie and fill that in right there. Or if it was in the case where it's supposed to look like this, like both sides, then I don't know what to do right here, but yeah. And here's the back. I'd say it looks pretty clean. I mean, it looks a little awkward here, but I think the rest of it looks pretty okay. So yeah, anyways, now for articulation, head's on the ball joint. It's a little loose, so hopefully over time it doesn't get any worse. He can look down. He's not really looking at the ground though. He's more looking inside his chest, but still does count. And he can only look up that much. He's really just looking straight. Side to side movement. You can get a full, 360-degree rotation right there. Shoulders, the rest of this is exactly like how it was in bulkhead. So 360-degree rotation here at the shoulders, and almost a 90-degree angle here outwards, also at the shoulders. Biceps, you get the full ranged movement right there, and you do get an elbow bend right there, so that's cool. And then the wrists do swivel. The waist also swivels. The legs can kick up this far, back that far, and he can do the splits about that much, so that's pretty good. Let's see, he does have a thigh swivel, just a little right in there. Knees do bend, ankles do pivot, and the toes can move up and down, as well as the heel spurs, so that's nice. So yeah. Let me straighten this boy right back up. So yeah, now anyways, for accessories, let me just bring in his ladder. I guess I should have put that in already, because that actually does complete the robot mode look, but I think, how is this going? Let me just pause real quick just to look at the packaging. Okay, so I was right, yeah, so you want to put it up this way where you see those little tabs right there. They don't go into anything, but they do rest securely right here and there, so they don't. This doesn't all wiggle around. It can just stay in one place. So yeah, there you go. So I guess with that completes his robot mode look. And he does look even better with it, of course. But as for his other accessories, we got his gun right here. Translucent blue, just like with the little claw that came with Chase. So I'm guessing it's an Energon weapon. Oh, there you go. And here he is with his axe. So we can put that right in there. And yeah, so I can blast down some. I guess there weren't any Decepticons on the show, so I guess blast down, I don't know, criminals, maybe, arsonists, but in his case, and he could chop down some wood if he wanted to. So, hey, pretty cool. But yeah, now anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with Chase. So you can see that right there. And last but not least, here he is with Bulkhead. So, just get a little turnaround here just to see how the molds are similar and how they differ. So, yeah, quite a bit's changed, but overall, you could still tell that, they borrowed quite a bit from this guy for this guy, but especially, I could see here at the lower halves of the legs, like the thighs are actually different if you look closely. It's kind of hard to see, so just going up close. It's hard to see here with Heatwave. Yeah, you can kind of see here, but yeah, overall, mostly different. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the robot mode size comparisons. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Age of the Primes Voyager class Heatwave. And yeah, I mean, as I was saying, throughout the review, he is substantially an improvement over Bulkhead. I mean, simply for the fact that he just fits the mold better, because I mean, if you look at how Heatwave looked in Rescue Bots, I mean, yeah, his chest was more sleek. It wasn't all big and boxy like it is here, but it's still closer to how he appeared on the on that show than the Bulkhead figure does with Transformers Prime Bulkhead. And, you know, and I honestly like his accessory choice better too. And I think he also has better, like, better paint, better details and stuff, you know. Like with Bulkhead, it was kind of the same few colors, you know, like gray, silver, green, black, maybe a little translucent blue, but with this guy you get more of a range, so I do like that. I mean, posability, it's the exact same, transformation, same thing for the most part, but overall, I like this guy just a good hair bit better than Bulkhead. And I think he's a good companion too with Chase, so yeah, hopefully we get more Rescue Bots characters, you know, in Age of the Primes or another future generations line. But we shall see. So yeah, so anyways guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So anyways guys, as always, till all, R1.